All right. So guys, let us first take your doubts regarding the installation of this. First, I've received some queries from some people about unzipping uh, the downloaded Northwind backup database. So let us see how to first unzip a file, and then we'll take other doubts as well. Guys, can you please uh, keep your mics on mute? Yep. Okay. So I've received some doubts from some people that how to unzip a file. Let's first take this doubt. Uh, just hold on, guys. All right. Mansoor, I'll take your doubts as well. Let me just first tell how to unzip a file, and then we'll take your doubts. Just 1 minute. Okay. So, guys, when you download Northwind database first, this is how it will look like, northwind.bak. Okay. To unzip this file, you must have WinZip or 7-zip installed in your system. Okay, let me write it here as well. Just in case you don't have that software in your system, to unzip a file, you must have WinZip or 7-zip. Installed in your system. Okay, so this is the pre-requirement. Just 1 minute. Okay, so this is the first requirement. To unzip a file, you must have WinZip or 7-zip installed in your system. Okay, once you have 7-zip or WinZip, this is how your file will look like. It will look like a stack of books. Okay, the icon will look like a stack of books. So once you have this, how to unzip this? Just right click on this one. Okay, and you will see these options: extract files, extract here, and extract to northwind.bak. Right? So out of these three options, you can select any of these second or third option. Right? If you select the first option, all the files will be extracted and put it in here in this folder. But if you use second and third, it will extract all the files in one single folder. If you use the first one, it will extract all the files and it will place it in your this screen. But using second or third option, it will put it in one single folder. All the files will be put in one single folder. So this is how it will look like, this one, northwind.bak. So it becomes a folder like structure, right? So the way to unzip is right click, go to extract here or extract to northwind.bak. Second or third option you can choose. So this is how you unzip the file. Okay. Next doubt was from Mansoor. Mansoor, what problem did you have exactly? Let me just read. You have installed, but it says SQL import and export, right? Okay. It says SQL import and export. So have you first installed SQL Express properly? I told you, right? First, you have to download SQL Express, and then you have to install SQL Management Studio. Okay, first, let me open the document as well, which I forwarded to you yesterday. 1 minute. Parajita, just 1 minute. I'll take your query as well. Just 1 minute. Okay. Mansoor, we had to download two softwares, right? First is SQL Server 2014, and then second was SQL Server 2014 Management Studio. Uh, Out of these two, first you have to install SQL Server 2014. When you install SQL Server 2014, okay, uh, okay, after clicking on this first screen, right, we went through this step, okay, when we selected Windows authentication mode and this step. But you will see at the last is installation progress, and I told you this screen will take time. Okay, when you the progress bar comes on this complete uh, heading, okay, it will show you all the things which it has installed in green color. Okay, just in case it did not install it properly, it would show you something as failure, or something would be shown in red color. Were you shown everything in green color? Okay, Mansoor, since you did not get it properly, you can just retry it. Just in case you're not able to do it, okay, you can send me a message. We can connect again tomorrow. I'll connect with you one to one. Okay, I'll take remote control of your screen and I'll do it on your system. Okay, just try it. Just in case you are not able to help it, okay, you are not able to install it properly, just let me know. I'll take remote control of your screen and then we'll do it. Okay, not a problem. You can contact me on my email ID. The email ID is dbhatti@gmail.com. Okay, installation is not a problem. So it happens sometimes. Okay, just try it again. Everything should be shown as successfully installed. So just in case it is not being shown as successfully installed, that means there was some problem during the installation. That is why you're not able to see the SQL screen, right? And then there was a doubt from Parajita, how to copy the address of Northwind database. Just 1 minute, Parajita. See, to copy the address of Northwind database, Malika, just 1 minute. I'll take your query as well. Okay. So, the next question is how to copy the address of uh, Northwind database. Okay. So first, what you do is this is the unzipped northwind.bak progress folder, right? So this is northwind.bak file which we have. It is 3421 KB. What you do is first copy this one and now go to your C drive. Okay, in your C drive, go to program files. In program files, search for Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, go to Microsoft SQL Server. Inside this, you will see this folder at the end, mssql12.sql express. Open this one, and then there will be a folder inside this mssql. Open this one again. Okay, and then inside this you have a backup folder at the very top of this. Open this one again and paste your copied file inside this folder backup. Prior to this backup folder will be empty. Once you copy backup file, paste it here inside this one. Okay, so now your northwind.bak file resides in backup folder, which is there in MSSQL folder, which is inside this SQL Express folder. right? Now to copy this address, how do we copy this? Just click on this place. This is the address bar. Click on this place, right? Once you just click on this, it will show you that this address has been selected. Now what you have to do is use your right arrow key and put one more slash. Okay, as soon as you press one more slash, you would see northwind. It is giving you one option, northwind.bak. Select this one. Okay, and just press, it will show you how do you want to open this one. Just press escape. Sorry, it was okay, northwind.bak. Now earlier what was being shown, the address was being shown only up to backup. It did not include northwind.bak. Now as I pressed right arrow key and used one slash, it started showing me northwind.bak option as well, right? Now, since it includes northwind.bak as well, press Ctrl A and then Ctrl C. So this will copy the complete address of your northwind.bak file. Now this complete address should be used in this script, which I include in this folder, in this file. Okay, here we have, right, I have included this address, C program files, Microsoft SQL Server, all this complete address. So this address which we have just copied should be included in this script. Okay, first in this place, and then there is one this place. Okay, actually you won't have to place it here. You can complete run this file. Okay, you can run this script as it is, because if you do the default installation, you will also have the same address. In C drive you will have program files. Okay, in program files you will have a Microsoft SQL Server, and then inside that you will have MS SQL 12.SQL Express. Okay, so all these folder structures are by default if you use the default installation or the installation which I have shown in these screenshots. Okay, the document which has been forwarded to you. So you can just copy this script and run it as it is. You won't have to change anything. The only thing which you have to do do manually is copy this northwind.bak file and paste it in the backup folder, which is there in SQL, which is there in SQL Express folder, which in turn is there in Microsoft SQL Server, which in turn is there in program files in C drive. All right. So this is how it goes. Just in case you have doubts, you can always ask me, not a problem. Okay, so next question is, okay, you are not able to see the extract unzip to Northwind. Okay, I suppose, which software have you downloaded, Malika? Is it 7-zip or WinZip? WinZip. Okay, so have you installed it? First, once you download WinZip, you have to search for a setup application inside WinZip software which you have downloaded. Okay, let me show it to you as well. I suppose I have it in my system as well. Software. No, I don't. I don't know where this software setup is there in my system. Okay, but you first need to install WinZip, and then you will be able to see this option, right? This one is this. When you right click on this, extract here or extract files, you will be only able to see this once you install WinZip in your system. Okay, are you sure? Have you installed it properly in your system? WinZip has been installed. Right. To make sure that you have installed it, how you can be sure that it has been installed? Once you install that WinZip software, you will see these icons. Okay, this stacked book icons you will see. Okay, once you install WinZip in your system, it will show how which files can be opened using WinZip, right? Once it is installed. So I suppose you have not installed WinZip. First install it. Once you install it, you will be start seeing this icon just before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi. Tell me.
This is Malika. Yeah, no
Yeah, hi.
worries. Yeah, yeah. So now I get it. I think I'll have to do it as a test, and then I think I'll do it then.
Okay, okay. So just do it. Okay, just install it. And once you start seeing this icon, that means it has been installed into your system, and then you will be able to use this. Okay, extract files or extract here option,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm. It's just that I'm trying to install it, and every time I do that, the registration tab comes up, and I try to put my email in, but I don't have the registration number, so I don't know what's going
Okay,
on.
okay. So just you can try one more software. There is one WinRAR software as well. Okay, it is for similar purpose. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can try installing WinRAR software. Okay, it will have only one option. No, I don't have that software as well. So WinRAR software also does the same uh, work. Okay, so let me just include it in this this list. WinRAR 7-zip, or WinRAR. Okay, so all these
Okay.
softwares help you install zip files. Okay, first they will help you uninstall zip files, and then you can use those softwares.
Okay.
Okay, try using
Okay.
any of
Thanks.
these, so you'll be able to. Just in
Mm-hmm.
case you have any problems, just let me know. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Okay, so let's. Does anybody else have any doubt? Okay, I suppose no. So okay, we can move and start proceed with the class. And guys, one more thing. This class is going to be of 1 hour only today, because it is Monday here, and I have to go to my office, so I won't be able to take a 1.5 hour class. From next week onwards, we'll have a 1.5 hour class. We'll just prepone the class by half an hour. Okay. So today it will end up on 10 p.m. EST, right? From next week onwards, it will be back to 1.5 hour. We'll prepone it by half an hour. Okay, so let's start with SQL. Sure, Mansoor. Prajita, it is in total. It will be of 10 hours. Okay, so we will do it in approximately 3 hours. We'll complete it in 3 hours. 3 weeks, sorry. We'll complete it in 3 weeks. In total, this session will be of 10 hours. Okay. So let's start with the SQL. This is how I showed you your SQL screen will look like once you install it properly. Once this has been installed, how to start writing it? Click on this new query. Okay. So yesterday we had an introduction what data is, what database is, and what database management system is, and then we have what relational database management system is. Okay. So we moved step by step. That was the theory part. Okay. From today onwards, we'll be focusing more on practical part, how we do it, how the queries are used in the projects, in pro, testing projects, right? So most of our concern will be based on practical work. Okay. So when we say practical, it will include queries. We'll see how to do that. Okay. So once you click on that new query, this window will be shown to you. Now, how to start using it. The first thing you have to do is go to this drop down box. Right now what it is showing to you is master database. Okay, so this is database. This is internal to Microsoft SQL Management Studio. We are not going to use this one. Okay, what we are supposed to use is this Northwind database which we installed. Okay, this software, this database we can use, we can do whatever we want with this one, right? Now this once it starts showing Northwind database, that means all the queries will be directed to Northwind database, right? Once you are working in a project, there can be many databases installed in your system, right? Let me show it to you. Right now I have two databases in my system. One is Northwind database and one is Southwind database. In your projects you may have 5, 10, any number of database. It does not increase, it doesn't go beyond 6 or 7. Okay, but you can have more than one. That one thing needs to be understood. Once you have more than one databases, so you have to select which database you want to work on. Okay, so whatever queries you will be writing here, those queries will be directed to that respective database. Okay, so the care must be taken, it should be taken care properly that your queries are running in which database. Okay, so the proper selection is must. We will be working in Northwind database, right? So before start writing, select the proper database. Now in a database, what do we have? Open this one. It shows you database diagrams, tables, views, synonyms. We will understand it what all these means, but for now we'll just focus on tables, right? This is your tables. And one thing more before starting this, I suppose I should tell it to you guys, this is only for SQL session. If you guys are looking for QA class, this is not QA class. Okay, if you want to join QA class, you must join Madhu's class. This is only SQL session. This is not going to be your QA class. Okay, just in case if someone had come here by mistake, I just wanted to clarify it. Now inside this tables folder we have these file tables. Okay, we are not focusing on system tables. All right, just focus on these file tables. These are the tables which have been created by the user. Okay, categories is a table. It starts with dbo.categories. So categories is a table. Customer demo, customer demographics, customers backup, employees, employee territories. So these are all the tables which are starting with dbo dot. Right, now inside these folders, if you open this one, you will see columns: keys, constraints, triggers, indexes, and statistics. Let's first focus on what columns we have. Okay, yesterday we had a glimpse of this one, right? So this is these are the column names. Okay, we are not focusing on what inside is there in the brackets. We'll come to this part at a later stage. First we'll just focus on what is written outside these round brackets. Okay, so outside these is customer ID, company name, contact title, address, city, region, postal code, country, phone, and fax. So these are the headings of the columns which are there inside this table, customers. Okay, so customers is a table. Okay, and these are there inside this. These are the different columns. Now we use queries in SQL to make sense out of data. Okay, because if you see, there is a lot of data inside one single database. To make a sense out of it, how do we make a sense out of it? We have to use queries, because as such there are hundreds of thousands of records in a database. Out of those, I just want to see one particular record or related to some particular condition I would see. How? Let us start writing the queries. Let's first write a very first query, very simple query. The first query which you should know in SQL is select star from table name. Okay, we write select star from table name. Okay, what is the table name? It is customers. So as soon as I start writing customers, SQL Management Studio gives me the option what things are starting with customer. Okay, so I select customers. This is the table which I'm looking for. Of course, there are other tables as well: customer demo, customer demographics, and customers backup. I'm going to use customers. Okay. Now to run this query, how do we run this? Either you can click on execute or you can press F5, right? Choice is yours, whatever you want to do. Click on execute. Just 1 minute. Right. Okay. So as I wrote this query, select star from customers, it has shown me all the data related which is present inside this customers table. Okay. So it has all the customers ID, company name, name, contact title. If I want to see how many records are there in this table, you can see this one. It says 91 rows. At the very bottom right corner of this page, you see it says 91 rows. So it has address of 91 customers, you can see, right? Now, out of these customers, this data as such, I cannot use it, because if I suppose I try to search for all the people who belong to Germany, if I do it manually, it will take a lot of time. First, I can see that country here is Germany. I can use this one. Okay, yeah. So this person, Maria Anders, belong to Germany. Next, if I search for Germany, here is it. Okay, this Hannah Moose belongs to Germany. Similarly, if I just scroll down, I can see where Germany else is written. Right. So as such, this data is mixed data. Okay. If I want to just see who or which customers just belong to Germany, I can use a query again. Okay, so there is a query for this one as well. What we can use, just guys, just give me 1 minute. I'll come back. Just hold on for 1 minute. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so let's restart. So I was saying, suppose I want to see a list of customers who belong to Germany only. I do not want to see list of all the customers, right? So how do I do? So when I say that I just want to see customers belonging to Germany only, that means I am making a sense of out of this data. Out of this mixed data, I can make a sense out of this, right? So how do we do? How do we see the persons who just belong to Germany only? So what can we write? The query, the initial query will remain same. It would be like select star from customers. Now the thing which we add is we write where. Okay, where is known as a clause in SQL. Using a where, we can filter our results. So what I would write? I would write where country. Before moving this, I just forgot to tell you one more option. Uh, I will come back to this one as well. Okay, let me just write one more query. Okay, so select star from customers. Star means all the columns should be shown to me. Okay, suppose I just want to see one column or two columns, or suppose I just want to see these two columns, company name and contact name. So how can I write a query? I can write select company name. And one thing more, case does not matter in SQL. I can write in uppercase or I can write in lowercase. Okay, so it does not matter in SQL. Okay, so as you can see here, the C and an N are starting with uppercase, but I am writing it in lowercase. So even if I write it in this manner, it won't show me an error. Okay, so I write select company name, comma, contact name from customers. Okay, now one thing important. If I press execute or if I press F5, what will happen is it will run both of these queries, select star from customers and select contact name from customers. Okay, so let me show you what will happen. Let me just remove this one because we have an error in this way. Now, okay, now if I press execute, you see, okay, it is showing me two results. The first result is coming from the first script we wrote, select star from customers. So this is the result. And when we are using select company name, contact name from customers, so this is the result. So two results are being shown to me, but I just want to see only the result corresponding to this query. Okay, so how to do this one? What can we do? So if we just want to see result corresponding to one query out of the various queries written on the page, so select the query you want to run. How do you do this? Take your cursor at the end, use shift and press home, shift plus home. So once you do this, the query will be selected. Now you can press execute or F5. I use F5. Now only one query will be run, where it is showing me two columns, company name and contact name. Okay, company name is this one and contact name is this one. Just pay attention that as I wrote C and N small, it is also using C and N small. But in actual, if I show, in the actual in data, C and N are capital. But since I'm using C and N as small, it is showing me C and N and as small. Okay. So as I was telling you, case does not matter in SQL. You can use uppercase or lowercase. The choice is yours, but the output will be shown to you accordingly. Okay, but inside these, the names of the persons are not altered. They remain as it is. This A and F, you can see it is starting as it is in capital letters. All right. Now move on to next query. Suppose I just want to see people who belong to Germany. I just want to run this query. So how will I do this? I will write select star from customers where, okay, where is the clause by which we can filter our results. Okay, select star from customers where country is equal to Germany. Okay, we put Germany inside this single quotes. Now run this. How to run this? Select this query first using shift and home and then press F5. So now you see, if you focus on this country column, all the persons which are being shown, they have country as their Germany. Okay, so all the people belonging to Germany now are being shown to me. And if you see at this point, okay, now it is showing me 11 rows only. Earlier what we were seeing 91 rows. Okay, so out of those 91, 11 people belong to Germany. So this is how we can filter these results. Okay, so this filter can be applied on any column. Either I can apply to customer ID, company name, or contact name, or contact title, anything. Okay, suppose I want to see people. Let's see what all other countries do we have. Okay, so instead of Germany, suppose I want to see people who belong to France. Okay, so where is home? What do you mean by home, Malika? I did not understand. Where is home? Can you please elaborate your question? Okay, so how do we see all the countries? Okay, to see all the countries, the query which you should run is select star from customers without any where clause. Simply run select star from customers. Okay, so as you run select star from customers, it will show you all the countries: Germany, Mexico, UK, Sweden, France, Spain, Canada. So all the countries are being shown here, right? So this is the home. You can see all the results are being shown without any filter, right? So if I want to use this one, just select this one, select star from customers. Mansoor is asking not all the columns, just the country. No, Mansoor, we can apply this where clause on any column. There is no restriction that this can only be used with country column. We can use it with any other column. I'll show it to you. I'll use it with other columns as well. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so there's a question from Malika. When you highlight to execute one query from multiple queries. Okay, what is your question, Malika? Where is home? When you highlight. Okay, so we highlight the query to run only one single query, because right now you can see there are three queries written here. If I run these queries, okay, if I simply press F5 without selecting any single query, it will show me the results corresponding to all these three queries. But I do not want to see results corresponding to all the three queries. I just want to see result corresponding to only one query. That is why I'm selecting a single query. Okay, so this is how we select it. Shift home and then press F5. So now you can see all the people belonging to France are being shown to me. So there are 11 people again here in which are from France. Okay. Now instead of country, let us use this for city. Okay. Let us use this where clause for city. Let's see which all cities do we have. I'm again using this select star from customers to see all the results which we have. And then I write select star from customers where city is equal to, okay, so here is the city column: Berlin, Mexico, London, Strasbourg, Madrid. All cities are there. Suppose I want to see which all people belong to London. Okay, so here I would write London, just this. Okay, select star from customers where city is equal to London. If I press this now, if I press F5 now, you would see city London only is being shown to me. Okay, so all the people who belong to London are being shown. Okay, so these are the contact names of all the people who belong to London. Right, so this is the query which we write. Okay, similarly, this can be applied to any other column which we want. Okay, suppose I want to see which all sales representatives I want to see. Okay, I'm not concerned with their city or country. I just want to see where are all the sales representative located or sales manager located. So what I can use instead of city here, I can write select star from customers where contact title, sorry, contact title is equal to sales manager. Run this one. Okay, now you see the contact title is always sales manager, but city and country are changing. So it will show me the results corresponding to the filter which I am applying. The filter is this one, where. Okay, so the result is being shown to me corresponding to this one. Contact title is sales manager. Earlier we selected city is equal to London. Okay, so the results which were shown to me belonged to this one. And if I want to see where country is equal to France, okay, so the people who belong to France were being shown to me. So these are the filters which we are adding. Okay, uh, we can run a part of this query as well. Suppose we have written this complete query: select staff from customers where contact title is equal to sales manager. Suppose I select half of this one. Okay, I do not select complete query, select staff from customers where contact title is equal to something something. I use this one only, select star from customers. Now if I run this one, you will be able to see that I can run a part of the query as well. Okay, so if I select star from customers, that means it is considering it as a complete query. Okay, select star from customers, it is acting as a complete query. So whatever I choose, if that makes a complete query, that will be executed. Right, it is not required that I always go to this query to run select star from customers. I can select it from this place as well, I can select it from this place as well. Okay, does not matter, we have to just select what query I want to run. All right, now we can combine this city clause, where clause, with two cities. Suppose I want to see people which belong to Berlin and London. I want to see people from two countries. I just don't want to see people from one city. I want to see people from two cities. How can I use it? I will write my query as this one. Select star from customers where city is equal to London or city is equal to, let's say, Berlin. Okay, now the result corresponding to two cities will be shown to me. Okay, don't worry guys, this all these scripts which we are writing here, I will forward it to you in this notepad file. Okay, these are the running notes which we will be using. Okay, so all these files will be forwarded to you after this completion of the session, so that you can practice these queries as well. Okay, so whatever queries I'm writing, I'll save it and forward it to you as well. Now if I want to see people corresponding to these two cities, London and Berlin, how can I do it? Select star from customers where city is equal to London or city is equal to Berlin. Select it from this one and write it, run it. Okay, F5. Now if you see, you can see there is one person who belongs to Berlin and there are 6 persons who belong to London. All right, so this is how we can combine where clause between two cities. Okay, now to give you one more example of this where clause, let's go here. France. Yeah, okay. If you see, if I run this query, okay, suppose I run this query, select star from customers where country is equal to France. That is, I want to see people who belong to France. Okay, these are all the people who belong to France. Now out of this country France, I want to see people who just belong to Paris only. I do not want to see people from other cities. Out of France, I want to see people who belong to Paris only. Okay, so what can we use? In that case, we use where with and. How do we do this? We write select star from customers where city is equal to Paris. Sorry. City is equal to Paris and country is equal to France. Okay, if I choose this one, select this one and press F5. Now you see people who belong to Paris and country is France, those only are being shown to me. There are just two people who belong to Paris. Okay, but if we simply then select star from customers who belong to France, there are 11 people who belong to France. Okay, Now what is the difference between this and or clause? Okay, here we are using where plus or, and here we're using where and. Two different combinations we are using. If you want to apply your filter to one single column only, okay, then we use or clause. How? If you see, we are applying or clause to this city column. This city name is only changing. We are writing where city is equal to London or city is equal to Berlin. So this filter is being applied to only one column. If it is being applied for only one column, we use where plus or. If we are applying our filter to more than one column, here like we are applying for city plus country. Okay. If we are applying our filter to more than one columns like city and country, then we use and clause, where plus and. If my record belongs in one column, I use where plus or. If my record belongs to more than one column, my filter belongs to more than one column, I use where plus and. Okay, so this is how we differentiate between where plus or and where plus and. Okay, if column is same, then use where plus or. If the filter on which the columns is if the columns are more than one on which the filter is being applied, then use where plus and. All right, so this was about and or clause and a simple where clause. Okay, this is a simple where clause, how we apply it, right? Let's move on. Let's take this concept a bit further. Okay, so after this, let's run this one again. Select star from customers. Okay, now if you see, let's focus on this column again, country. These countries are being shown to me: Germany, Mexico, UK, Sweden, Germany. They are being shown to me in a random manner. Suppose I want to combine all these records. First I want to see Germany people, then I want to see UK people, then I want to see Sweden people. I just want to see that all the people belonging to one same country should be stacked in the same place. Okay, how do we do this one? Let's run this. To use this one, we have a query that is order by. Okay, so order by keyword is used to sort the result set by one or more columns. Okay, so let me give you an example for this. Right, select star from customers where sorry, no, we are not going to use where class in this. Select star from customers, order by country. Okay, so what does order by means? I want to order or I want to reorder all these results according to their countries. Okay, and by default it will show me all the results in alphabetical order. Okay, it shows all the results in alphabetical or ascending order. First countries which start from A, those will be shown, then the countries starting with B, then C, D, and how and so on. This is how it will show me the results. If I run this query, select star from customers, order by country, run this one, press F5. Now you see the result set. Okay, first all Argentina people are being shown. Okay, then Austria, there are two people from Austria, then there are two people from Belgium, and then there are many people from Brazil, right? So all the countries have been stacked together. Okay, this is how we can combine people if I want to see different people stacked together according to their countries. This is how we can run it. Okay, by default all the people are shown to me in ascending order, in alphabetical order, right? Now suppose I want to see all these people in descending order. Okay, I want to see people whose country name starts with Z or Y. They should be coming first. So what can we do? Simply add one more word here, DESC. That means descending. Okay, by default it is ascending. If I just simply add one word, descending, DESC, then all these results will be inverted. Let's see if I run this one. Now all the countries are starting from A. Let's run this one and let's see the result. Okay, now you see the country which is starting from V is coming here. Venezuela is being shown to me first, and then US, and then UK, Switzerland, Sweden, Spain, Portugal. These are being shown to me. So the order has been inverted. The countries which are being shown to me now, they are in descending order. Okay, or descending order of alphabets, right? Similarly, this same clause can be applied to any other column. Okay, suppose I want to apply this clause on city column. How can we do this? Select star from customers, order by city. Let's run this one. Okay, so now you see cities starting from A are first being shown to me. Okay, and then cities starting from B, C, D, and how, and so on. Okay, so this is how these countries can be ordered. Okay, or they can be stacked in a different manner as I want to put them. Okay, similarly, if I put DESC at the end, that means I want to see all the countries in descending order. Just write DESC at the end, and you see the country which is starting from W is being shown to me first, and then WV, Vancouver, and all these cities are being shown, right? So this is how we can order our result. Okay, all these queries, using all these queries, what are we doing? What are we actually trying to do? We are actually trying to make sense out of data. Okay, so these will be the scenarios which you will come across in your projects, in your testing projects when you're working. Okay, so this kind of data will be shown to you. Okay, this is similar kind of data. These many results would be there. As we can see, there are 91 rows. Okay, similar amount of data will also be given to you. Now you have to, when you are working on a project, when you are testing certain application, right? Suppose your requirement is you want to see just people who belong to US only. Okay, so what you will do, you will just use this where clause where country is equal to US. Or if you want to see how many people are there from different countries but they should be stacked together, then you would be using order by clause. Okay, so knowing these queries is very much important, because if you want to raise certain defect also, right? Let me just to give you an example. Suppose you are checking Gmail login application. Okay, in your Gmail login application, what happens is as soon as you log in, it shows me welcome, first name, last name, right? This result is being shown to me. Welcome Deepinder Bhatti. Deepinder is my first name, Bhatti is my last name. So they show me my first name and last name. Just in case I happen to check that this order is not being shown to me. Okay, I you lost your audio, guys. Is this problem with the other people as well? Mansoor is saying that he lost my audio. I suppose other people can see listen to me. Mansoor, I suppose this is a problem at your end. Okay, please check your audio device, because other people can hear me. All right. So I was saying, we log in into Gmail application where my first name and last name are shown to me. They write welcome certain my first name. I can just ignore my handwriting. Welcome, first name, last name. Okay, now Mansoor is saying his the screen got mute. Okay, is anyone else facing this problem as well? Not hearing my audio, the screen getting freezed. Okay, guys, Mansoor, everybody else is able to hear me and can see my screen as well. I suppose this is the problem with at your end. So what you can do is just log in, log off, and log out. We'll wait for you. Okay, not a problem. We won't proceed. Just log out and log in again. This happens sometimes. Guys, just wait for 1 2 minutes. Yes, yes, we'll cover all the clauses, join clauses as well. That is the most important part. Okay, the left join, inner join, right join, all these joins. Okay, so that is the most important part. We'll come across. Okay, once we understand these basic queries, then we'll do that. Definitely, we'll do. I suppose Mansoor is back again. Okay, Mansoor, now can you hear me? Okay, now you're able to hear. That's great. Okay, it happens sometimes, not a problem. Okay, so I was saying, suppose I'm testing an application where I'm checking the login functionality. If I enter my login credentials, I should be able to see first my first name, and then I should be able to see my last name. Okay, welcome, first name, last name. Just in case it so happens that I'm not able to see this in correct order. First I see last name and then I see my first name. I can raise a defect for this one, that this is not how the thing should be working. Okay, this is how a normal tester would do. But if you know database, okay, if you know running all these queries, what you can do, you can go for the particular table from where these two fields are being populated. This first and this last name are being populated. Okay, you'll get to know how to know which table the application is communicating to. That is at a later stage. Okay, once you know that your application is talking to which table, okay, then you can run these queries. Okay, so now if you see that your first name and last name are being taken from different columns, from wrong columns, actually there is no problem in the application. The application itself is talking to wrong table. They have uh, wired in a wrong manner, where the connection should have been in this manner. It actually, how did it happen? Actually it came to this point and this got wired to this point. So that is why we are seeing the wrong error, wrong message. Okay, whereas the actual result should have been direct contact to these columns. So if you are able to run these queries, you can raise a proper defect that your application is not talking to right table or right column, and the problem lies in this so and so table. Okay, we can say that the problem is in the customers table, and from that is from where we are not seeing the correct result. If you raise the res, uh, defect in this manner, you have better chances than a person who is just raising the defect that the output is not being shown to me. Your prospects of getting a good rating will be higher than a person who is simply raising the defect that the output is not correct. If you're giving more option, if you're providing more information about the defect, okay, that means you are taking initiative, you are trying to dig out, you are trying to understand the application better. Okay, so all these scripts which we are going to learn, all these queries which you're going to learn, will only help you understand the application better. Okay, so you will be able to try hit and trial. Okay, why the application is not showing the correct result. First you try running these query, and then you try running the query with other where clauses. You try to run the query with city and country clause, whether you are able to see your result properly or not. Because actually whenever an application is working in the back end, some of these queries are being run. Okay, you have to check whether the queries which have been put in code, are they right or not. Okay, if you know the database, then only you will be able to raise the right defect, and your prospects of getting a good rating becomes higher as compared to person who simply raises a defect. Okay, so that is why it is important to understand database. And these are the queries. Okay, as such, individually they would look like, why are we doing this? Okay, first we are just trying to play around with this data. Okay, how we can filter this data. Once we learn to play around with this data, then we will try to understand how to make it, how to contact it with the application. Okay, So that is why, that is what where we want to move to. That is our last stage. Okay, that is what we want to move to. This is the beginning part. Okay, so to understand this, the very important thing is you must practice these queries. All right, so practice all these queries. I'll forward it to you. The very first important thing is you install this SQL server. That is very important thing. Once you install this, start running these queries. I will forward you these queries as well, just in case you guys face any problem. Do let me know that there is a problem. Send me a screenshot, okay, or I'll take a remote control of your system, and then I'll install it on your system as well. Not a problem. All right, so install it properly and then run these queries. Practice is very important. Okay, if you practice, then only you'll be able to learn database. Queries are not difficult. If you can see, these are simple English queries. Select star from customers where city is equal to done. Very simple, plain English we are writing. Okay, Parajita is saying she did not get an installation doc. Okay, not a problem, Parajita. I'll forward it to you as well. Okay, anybody else who did not get this installation doc? I suppose everybody else got. Okay, not a problem, Parajita. It will be forwarded to you today again. Not a problem. Okay, so this video is also being recorded. This video link will also be forwarded to you. Plus, these queries will be forwarded to you. Plus the installation document. Okay. In Windows 7, you were not able to install. Malika, were you not able to install this properly in Windows 7, Microsoft SQL Server? Okay, so you were not able to install it. See, the process remains same. There is not much difference in Windows 7 or 8. Just first send me a screenshot of from which place you are getting the problem. All right, we'll try to figure it out. No, you said you using Windows 7 and could not access it. You're using Windows 7 or Windows 10, Malika?
No, I got the link, the email from Madhu for and the document that had the details.
Yeah.
That was in Windows 7, and I couldn't download it on my system. And so he was asking me to download Windows 7, and then but I had your video.
Yeah.
The link. Yeah, so I just followed the instructions through that. And yeah, but I'm just a bit confused about the Northwind thing. I'll sort that out as well.
Okay, not a problem. What I can do is I'll take a remote control of your session, a remote control of your screen. We will do it quickly, not a problem. Right now I have to leave for office. We'll connect it like here. I'm in India. I suppose you're aware of the IST times, right? So here day and night differences there. I'll come back by 8 p.m. IST. Okay, so after 8 p.m. IST, you can contact me and anybody. Okay, I'll take your control of your screen and then we'll do it after 8 p.m. IST.
That'd be great. Oh, okay. Thank
Right?
you so much.
So you can send me an email that we have a problem and we want to, contact remotely. Okay, we'll do it. Not a problem. Okay, so guys, we can log off now. Okay, so from next session onwards, it will be of 1.5 hour session. Yeah, my email ID is, guys, let me just write it here. Okay, this is my email ID. If you want to just do it right now, you can contact Madhu as well. Okay, he'll answer you immediately. But if you ask me, it may take some time. Okay, guys, so bye-bye. We'll see you next weekend. Okay, the timings will be communicated to you by Madhu. He'll tell you the pre-poned timings. All right, so You can contact Madhu for this as well, okay, for installation process, because I will take just right now more than 12 hours to respond back to you, because here is day and night difference. Contact Madhu for immediate help. If you can wait for some time, then you can contact me as well. All right. So okay, guys, I'm logging off, and then we'll meet next week. Okay. So have a great week ahead. Bye bye. Have a nice time.